Dan Willis here, and we're talking about credit repair law firms and how exactly they go about working to clean up your credit report. And there's really two big tools they're going to use. The very first one is the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and this is going to be filing disputes directly with the credit bureaus on your behalf. If you haven't yet discovered, the credit bureaus are not the easiest entities to work with because the dispute process is really convincing the credit bureau to spend money that is otherwise profits to investigate your dispute. That, unfortunately, is the way it works, and somebody somewhere decided that the credit bureaus, despite not following these rules prior and being fined for not following them, that they still should have the power to decide if your dispute is valid or invalid. If it's invalid, they don't investigate it. If it's valid, then they must spend some money, and the only reason they investigate is to comply with this federal law, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You can dispute any item you believe is inaccurate. Now, that's what the legitimate credit repair law firms are going to do for you, and they're going to also jump through all these hoops because the truth is, even on valid and totally legit situations, you have to jump through a whole bunch of things. Like, it's very not consumer friendly, to put it nicely. You have to go and get some education about this stuff at the very minimum. The credit bureaus, if they were truly concerned with making sure that they only had accurate information about consumers, then the government wouldn't have had to have passed the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The credit bureaus would already make sure that they only had accurate information. But that law was passed way back in 1970, over 4 decades ago. So the point is that a lot of credit reports don't have totally accurate information, to put it mildly. And the other point we want to make here is the FCRA, another federal law. This regulates what the credit repair law firms can do on your behalf. The biggest and most common tool they're going to use is disputing the credit bureaus. The other thing that they may do, and they have some other tools, but the other thing that they may do is, if you're being contacted by some debt collectors, collection agencies, they may help to deal with this, because you can't just pay collection agencies. That will not improve or help your credit report nor your credit score. If you just pay them, first of all, you're going to be paying them a whole lot more and keeping them in business and providing big profits to them. But just paying them will take the unpaid collection on your credit report and it'll turn it into a paid collection. A paid collection on your credit report is not a positive item. That is still a derogatory negative item that's going to be damaging your credit score. There are some hoops you have to jump through, one of which is settling for much less. But the first place to start is to validate the debt, make sure that it's accurate, make sure that it's within the legal time frame that you're even responsible for repayment. Because the truth is, you're not responsible for a debt forever. That's just the way it is. And the collection agencies, we'll talk more here in some more videos, but the big two weapons that a credit repair law firm is going to use is they're going to deal with some of these collection agencies, and then two, or most importantly, most common, is they're going to actually jump through the hoops to get the credit bureaus to deem a dispute valid, and then get the credit bureaus to actually investigate the inaccurate, questionable, derogatory item on your credit reports. This is Dan Willis. If you'd like some help with this, and if you'd like a no obligation free credit consultation, you can call toll free 1-855-655-9870. Again, that's for a free, no obligation credit consultation. The number is 1-855-655-9870. This is Dan Willis. Please subscribe and join our congregation. You can visit the link in the description below for some more tips at our website. We've currently got a free report. We're giving away these 7 super simple steps to clean credit. whatever you do, please don't just live with a less than perfect credit score. It's not like a prison sentence. It truly isn't. There is a lot of stuff you can do. So please have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.